that's your winning face, I'd hate to see you lose.
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified desk clerk.
He's not just after the money. He wants it all.
We caught him once, we can do it again. And, well, we're not the ones who let him escape.
You still don't trust her.
I don't like executive decision makers. Look, you don't have to follow her, you know? Soon, this will be over. Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going back. If the ICA knows what you did...
She'll make it right. She always does.
We have a fix on Carlisle. Come on. We've got a plane to catch. I hope you like the rain, 47.
Miss Burnwood.
How did you...
I have everyone's number. You really ought to know by now.
You planned this? All of it?
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
You had me. Where'd that get you?
We handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security. Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand. Or you will. Soon enough.
She came home.
Carlisle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, and you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlisle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlisle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlisle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlisle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlisle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlisle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Thornbridge Manor. the Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
This is a private area, sir. Phineas Whitman, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle.
Nah, you don't have the right clearance, mister. Please, don't waste my time.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
You give up the weapon. Understand?
Whoa!
Surrender now. It's time to drop the gun. You got it?
You want to holster that?
for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
I have yet to see a Mr. And I don't give a toss about my fame, if that's what you're worried about. Mine are sin.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start with the crime.
You excuse me much. The crime thing, if such exists, is never.
Do as you wish. Hurry. I should have gone. But that Emma woman is a tad too busy for my taste.
What is it now?
She turned up and demanded to be put up in Madame Carlyle's bedroom. We're the new heads of the family after all. It is only fitting, she said. Well, Gregory put a stop to that, which was a surprise. He normally accepts his wife's outrageous behavior without batting an eyelid. But staying in his mother's bed so soon was just a bit steep, I suppose.
I saw her rearranging the photos in the sitting room, hiding Madame in the back, and then moving Montgomery to the front. She's not right in her head. Why would she do that?
What the?
Died almost 50 years ago.
Excuse me, you dropped something.
Thank God Madame Carlyle is still alive.
Did all the groceries arrive? I heard some of the delivery people were unhappy with the security at the gate. But what is safe with Ethel? She never misses a step. Gossiping and work both.
Fake funeral tomorrow? Zachary found dead upstairs. You look like you've done something you shouldn't, am I right? This guy creeps me out. Is he with you?
Everything. Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one.
Life can be tough sometimes.
Alexa, back from the dead. A make-believe funeral. A murder mystery. Oh.
Alice tell you what Emma did when she arrived?
What is it?
She scolded Mary for not making the bed the way she prefers it. It's so unfair. She'd just discovered Zachary's dead body and was all shook up. I tried to tell Emma, and do you know what she said? She said, things will change around here. I can promise you that.
And her son Patrick is just as bad. Just look at Rose. He has no respect. Preying on girls like that.
Oh my God!
How can you just stand there like nothing's happening?
Hey, you!
Oh, God,
what
help!
seems to be the problem
Please,
here?
help me!
I think a person over there is dead. This is scary.
Okay, I'll deal with it now.
Ace. I shouldn't gossip. But that Emma woman is a tad too busy for my taste.
What is it now?
She turned up and demanded to be put up in Madame Carlyle's bedroom. We're the new heads of the family after all. It is only fitting, she said. Gregory stopped her, which was a surprise. He normally accepts his wife's outrageous behaviour without batting an eyelid. But staying in his mother's bed so soon was just a bit steep, I suppose.
I saw her rearranging the photos in the sitting room, hiding Madam in the back, and then moving Montgomery to the front.
Such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games. Never any romance. I deserve romance.
Oh, shoot!
Feel the hair on my neck stand.
You have a way with words, Stan.
Toilet smells bad, FYI.
Just having a laugh, yeah?
Feel the hair on my neck stand.
You have a way with words, Stan.
Signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Why waste away in front of the books when he can play like that? Oh, this is not looking good.
Better not be dead. Oh shit, you are dead! Someone please, help me! This is where you step up to the plate.
If you're dressed like a Detective 47, you might as well act the detective. I suggest you go talk to the butler.
Now, come in command. How copy, over? Got one naked male here. Something's going on. Command, you copy? I'm at the location now, and I have nothing to report. Over.
Mr. Whitmer, are you ready to inspect the crime scene now?
I am.
Very well. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I think the crime scene has more clues, 47.
Hello, sir.
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here is the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitman, you have enough evidence to present your case for...
This is very useful information, 47.
Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
So how does one solve a murder mystery?
Hey, Ron, did Yates mention anything about the Carlyle account? It's all gone. Ron and I were about Carlyle.
Did the portrait photographer check out? You verified his identity?
Everything's in order.
So, how long have you been working?
About a month.
You're American. What on earth are you doing in this shithole? You look like you belong to clubs in London. I bet you're a great dancer.
I don't like dancing.
What about restaurants then? You like food? I know some great places.
Profile celebrity.
So I think, yeah.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
can't you just relax for a minute?
And that solicitor upstairs. Why do you think he's here?
I think solicitors are Mother's favorite kind of people. Due diligence always trumped the family.
I think he's here to cut us from her will.
Derek. Imagine a scandal if the firstborn son didn't pick up the torch. That would never happen.
Hello there, sir.
That is Alexa Carlyle, unofficial leader of the Provenance Partners, and last one to be alive.
Well? Well?
That American lawyer in the small office, did you check his travel documents?
I did, sir. It all checked out.
Hi.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Greetings, sir.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Alice tell you what Emma did when she arrived?
What is it now?
She scolded Mary for not making the bed the way she prefers it. It's so unfair. She'd just discovered Zachary's dead body and was all shook up. I tried to tell her.
I feel the hair on my neck.
Mr. Patrick, can I do anything for you?
Yes, actually. Could you speed up time so I don't die from boredom? I fear I may not survive an entire weekend in this shithole.
Perhaps a brisk walk in the garden would do you good.
I said speed up time, not my party. Now just go away, will you? You are invading my personal space.
Elaine?
Sir.
Sure am, Mr. Fernsby. Coming along just fine.
I trust Mr. Patrick is not interfering with your work. We need everything ready for tomorrow.
He's just bored, I think. I can work while we talk.
Just leave it at talking, Elaine. Mr. Patrick is not acquainted with how things are done here.
I'm fine. Thanks for checking in.
Patrick Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Daughter.
Rebecca? Yes.
She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it.
Oi, get out of there!
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
You will eventually have to deal with difficult situations like this. It comes late for most of you, but this is a chance for you to show
Rebecca
what you are
Carlisle,
made of. That
can you tell
will
me
be
about
all.
yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's
What
see.
an exit.
Patrick,
Her bag's got
Gregory's son,
style.
disappeared straight after
what
this.
you're made of.
I think he might be in some sort of trouble.
This is your chance.
Edward wanted to go as
God.
well, but
I have to
Gregory
face that
convinced him
eulogy.
to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Ah! Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? The only company he had was his rare plants and Mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Yes, blah, blah.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff are all the company he had. if that's all,
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning, or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy. And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me. Yes, blah blah. Due diligence and almost unnatural ability to focus. I remember when I was 7 and the police came to tell us that Father had died in a car accident. You took in the information and then asked us all to wait because you had an important call you'd need to take. I remember how the officers were stunned by your strength and focus, I'm sure. And I have always strived for that sort of control in difficult situations.
I've never even come close. I'll never understand how you do it. Yes, I lost Father that day, but I gained a role model of such high standards that it has impacted every facet of my existence ever since. No.
I shouldn't go. Turned up with Madame Carlyle's bedroom.
It's Mary in Carlisle. That's never seen a dead body. And that's technically Madame Carlisle. Bad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
You've got to be kidding me. No power, no portrait.
Oh, Madame Carlisle will be furious. She expects the family photo to be done any moment now.
I need this.
So, Madame Carlisle wants a picture taken.
I'd really appreciate it if you left. Have you ever heard of knocking? Well, you need to leave. I'm the staff, okay? And I need it to be perfect. I don't believe for a second Zachary's suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things would be handled with Gregory and Emma taking over.
I said they let him stay here. But Emma would throw him out.
Well, anyway, I'll be outside if you need
Now
me.
we'll never know.
If you... Oh, my. Taking this hard, aren't you?
Do they even exist anymore? How old is this shit?
It feels like I can't breathe in there. The tension is off the top.
Fall down here, too.
Can you just stand up, please? Hey, she thinks so that, right? Maybe I should ask her out. Get to know her in a personal way.
You should try. Rosie told me Rebecca has a really cool saying, though. It takes a damn fine man. To replace no man at all. So you've got your work cut out for you if you do try. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to imply that you're not fine. You're definitely fine. I mean, I don't fancy you or anything. You're not my type at all.
Man, I've got someone on the ground. Hold on. Man, we got a casualty. Yeah, this one's dead. Nothing here, Command. Moving on. You gotta be kidding!
Command, you copy? Some troublemaker is making a mess.
It's karma, my friend. Karma for you. He hit me! I'm okay! Engine clear! God damn! Don't radio into
How are you today, sir?
This doesn't look good. Oh no. I'm sorry for you, my friend, but I just don't know how to deal with something like this. Oh. Please. Wait!
Sounds like the power's back up. Why don't you take a picture to test it?
It works. I'm ready for the shoot.
Perfect. I'll call the family down now then.
Excellent, 47. Madame Carlyle is on her way down for the family photo shoot. Let's see if any memorable moments will play out in front of the camera.
Down by the fountain. Are you awake? Hello? Oh my God!
Hi, good afternoon.
I can't look! Anyone help me!
Create precise
I expect you to be efficient. I have a lot to see to today.
I'll do my best.
Did the right thing. Now let us do our thing. Okay, we're taking over here. Don't panic, people. We may have a situation.
I understand. Oh my...
Requesting assistance. We got a situation here. JHQ, how copy? Over. Things are heating up. We've got multiple homicides.
We're okay for now. Keep your toolboxes open. Tango's still somewhere around, understood?
Right ahead, please.
Let's wait for everyone to... Right, get in position. Let's get this over with.
Chin up, Edward. No one wants to look at that long face.
Such an idiot, Gregory.
I'm fine, Rebecca.
Fine?
Hey,
You look like a nervous wreck.
General down here. Something's going on. I don't like it.
Well, Mother, could we have one more? We're having such a jolly good time, aren't we? Well, Mother, you certainly know how to lighten the mood.
That will be enough. No need to spend the entire day here. I want to stress that I expect absolute discretion about everything you've witnessed today.
No one will ever know I was here.
Good. Would you like some help writing the eulogy for tomorrow? I can draw something up in 15 minutes.
Are you coming, Mummy?
I just need some
can't.
fresh air.
I
I'll
must
be
do
in
it on-
shortly. You go in.
What will Mother think if she knew I had help?
Oh my God, I'll never understand the two of you. Gregory is going out of his way to shock Mother with his laziness and neglect, and you self-destruct in your attempt to please her. She's equally hard on the two of you, don't you see? It doesn't make any difference, Frank. All of you. Edward, you can't let Mother get to you like this. I'm the youngest. Guess I just flew under the radar when it comes to her attention.
She will respect.
Just stop needing her approval. You're nearly 50, Edward.
I know. I'm such a loser.
But you're not. You're a professor, you're artistic, you've got your music. I mean, that's really something.
It's not exactly expanding the Carlisle Empire, though. But thanks.
his head!
Man, acknowledge. Shit! You are 555 Echo Foxtrot. Come in. Someone killed a load of people. It's a maniac. Got a fire truck. Clear?
Don Yates, Alexa Carlyle here. You need to explain yourself.
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
Why waste away in front of the books when he can play like that? That music makes my heart...
I stop thinking about Emma all the time, but she just makes me so angry.
What is it?
Elaine said she saw her on the top floor, stroking the door to Alexa's office. I kid you not.
She can't wait to get her hands on Thornbridge Manor.
Phil, did you find out if the vote was notarized? But how the hell did that happen? No, we all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very same day. Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the records.
Ugh,
Don't take
get
no for an
away
answer.
from me,
And
you
call me
creep!
as soon as you've got them.
Interest there. Think about it this way. No one's losing work over this. No one's losing buzz. It might sound cynical, but any press is good press. It's a fact.
All right, HITMAN next.
Peculiar icons above the safe. I wonder if they might be some sort of a code. Maybe have a look around the office, 47. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
gotta be kidding!
Help! Help! Anyone! What? Hey! God damn!
Oh,
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!